everybody. Somebody asked me if I had a tutorial of the bus card, so I just made one. On the outside I just used an embossing folder. You can use any one you like. The thank you is the Karen Burniston thank you, and I just cut the words apart. For the inside, the decoration, I used the nature edges, so these ones, and for the mechanism I used the upsy daisy pop-up mechanism. So for the bus I took some white cardstock. It is 2 5/8 by 3 1/4, and this one is also 2 5/8, but it's a little bit shorter. It's 3 1/8, and I cut the same measure in the blue, so it's easier to fit this as a window. Then I just kind of made the outlining of the windows with a color. You can use any color, and of course I just made the headlights. For the animals inside, I used just a duck head from the feathered animals, and the owl. I just really, it's so cute. The owl from the feathered animals, and from the woodland animals I used the squirrel, and I also took the little chicken from the spring animals. I think this one is just too cute. You can, if you have the animal collection, you can just use any animals you like to put in there. So to assemble the bus, I just take the little heady, put some glue on it here, just the tip, and then you can just center it in the window however you like it. You can have it a little crooked or just a bit outside, as if he is hanging outside of the window. And I think I'm gonna put the squirrel next to it, and just a little on the bottom here, so it's just gonna stick to the bus. And the squirrel is just gonna leave the tail a bit out of the window because I think it's fun. So there you go. So that's the front of the bus. Then I just turn it over and put some adhesive on it. Oh. The standard for my camera broke today, so I'm working a little improvised, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. So put some adhesive here, take the blue for the windows, and then it can easily fit at the front. So just give it a little press. Then I just took the scissors and cut the bus into his shape. If you want to know how to assemble the animals or the upsy daisy, or if you go to YouTube to Karen Burniston, her own site, all the tutorials for putting it together are on there. I just find it so easy how she explains it, and that's just the way I looked it up. So for the outline of the pencil marker, just kind of use the eraser so it looks neat. So that's the front of the bus. Then we just take the back, and I'm just gonna do that the same way as I did the front. So a little on the bottom of the little spring animal, I use the adhesive that when it dries it becomes clear. So and I'm taking this cutie and putting it on there. Just like it when they're hanging a bit out of the bus, as if they're going to a party or having a school road trip, going to the zoo or to a museum or whatever kids do these days. And flip it over again and just put some adhesive on the back. And then when you have this done, that's the tricky part, to how to place it in the card so the bus lines up and it fits. Oops, don't put it backwards. And it fits in the card when you close it. Okay, so got this part done. Just round the back up. So you could use a corner rounder, but I just took my scissors. There you go. And again for the glue. There we go. So what I did, I took this. Oh, I forgot the wheels. The bus needs wheels, else it does not go round and round. Okay, I took the inside of the daisy from the upsy daisy to make the inside of the wheel, and then I just took a round punch to make the circle for the wheels, and then just put the wheel on the bus. Also for the back of the bus, same thing. Put a little glue here. In Holland we call it glue, and I hear a lot of people, or I use the word glue, and I would mostly mix it up with adhesive or glue. So okay, that's the wheels. And then I just took the card and placed this here. I put adhesive here, and it's easy because I can replace it if it isn't good enough. So let's see if I put it here. I put my fingers in the back so I can give it a little press. Okay, so now you can see it's a bit crooked, so it has to be a bit. And my adhesive is handy so it doesn't dry too quick, so I can just adjust it. Let's see if that one works. Okay, I think sometimes you just have to eyeball it a little. I'm a completely perfectionist, so I want it lined up perfectly. Yeah. What you can do is take some washi tape or painter's tape and put it between here so you can have them straight up next to each other. So, see, then I put some adhesive on this part, and then try to line it up and then get it to the card the same way as the other, just by placing your finger in the inside of the upsy daisy mechanism. So this one needs to be a little closer. I think it's, yep, I'm happy with this. So now just needs a little help to close it, and then it neatly fits into the card, and just give it a little press so it, when you open it, it sticks and